Hello and welcome back to another INFJ Entrepreneur video. Or if you're listening to this on the podcast, welcome to the podcast. Today we are going to talk about MLMs, network marketings, affiliate marketings, and all these side hustly businesses that some of you can do if you want to make money online or on the side. And I want to give you guys my own take on it, and hopefully you guys will get some value out of this video or podcast if you're listening to this on the podcast. Now, this is something that comes up over and over in our monthly INFJ virtual hangouts. And I understand the allure, especially if you are someone who is not making money from your gifts and talents just yet, and you're looking to find ways to make some money until you manage to monetize it. I completely understand, and this is a reoccurring theme where some INFJs they just don't feel quite ready yet to kind of jump into their own businesses, or they don't quite feel safe enough to or confident enough to fly solo or to start their own stuff. So I completely understand it, and here's my take on it. So I do believe that most of the get rich, get financial freedom, and all these headlines that especially network marketing businesses advertise are a little bit too good to be true. They have advantages and disadvantages, and I want to kind of cover them both. One of the most or the biggest advantage of these, you know, MLM type of affiliate type of businesses is that you get a commission, and or you can generate other people to also do the same that you do, and then you get commission, or you sell products for other people that when they sell through your links you get commissions. So that is kind of the basic concept behind it. But what the good thing about it is, and that's the advantage in my opinion, is that they give you extensive marketing training depending on which organization you are joining or you have found online or they targeted you with ads. But they do give you an extensive marketing training sometimes because they do want you to start making money. They also have training portals in which they teach you like the basics of sales and marketing. So for those reasons, I think it's beneficial to kind of get your foundations when it comes to marketing yourself or the ability to marketing anything and learn sales and again basic marketing stuff. I think for that reason these network marketing opportunities are really good, and that's where you can kind of take all that lesson and then implement that in your own business. So why I don't think they are good, and let's look at the other side of this, is simply because they can derail you from actually pursuing what you really, really want. And the amount of time you spend on doing like trying to promote things to other people or trying to convince your friends to sign up or to buy a product, like that amount of time that you spend could be spent into you pouring into your actual talents and to try to monetize your actual knowledge and focusing on building your own business instead of trying to build it for someone else. So I think it's kind of good because you can take away the learning lessons and you can learn to implement them in your own business. So they do give you a good foundational training, but nothing really that you cannot learn on YouTube nowadays. Like I feel like we are in an era where information is readily available. So if you want to learn basics of sales and marketing, especially online, I mean, YouTube is full of tutorials, right? But they do give like some community and support if you get stuck. Like I said, they want you to make sales so that they make sales. But overall, like what we thrive for and what we want is really to create our own like our own business and our own from our own talents, right? And sometimes it can take a while for you to really monetize your talents. And I'm even okay with you finding a skill or honing a skill or even learning a skill that makes money and you're good at it, even though it's not your main passion, just to keep the lights on and just to make sure that you know, you're bringing in the income that you need. I think that's a much better solution than to go and grind for an affiliate marketing company or like a network marketing company. So I'd rather you hone in a skill and start making money, even though it's not your zone of genius per se, but it's something that you're really good at and you quite enjoy, even though it's not your deepest passion, right? I'd rather you make money from that and then pursue your deepest passion until you can really start monetizing your deepest passion than to completely get derailed and to promote for someone else, to monetize, try to sell something that you're not really 100% behind. And that's also something that I find it really hard to kind of succeed in this, especially if your moral standards are quite high, so you don't want to. And I'm not going to say that everyone who does this is screwing people over, but there is a hidden agenda behind it, which is you want to make sales, right? So if you pick a product like that, I would urge you to find something that you truly believe in, and you can believe in a mission of a company and you can want to be part of that, but at least believe in the product that you are trying to sell, then do not believe in it at all. And you're just looking at it as this quick money making opportunity, which will not sell really well. I think the marketplace has never been more sophisticated and educated than it is now. And because of that reason, it's really, really hard for you to make sales out of things that are not authentic to you, that people can smell your intention is to just make a sale on them. And we all have like those friends who try to sell us stuff, or I remember once they tried to get me into like a coffee business, and I remember they took me to a meeting and they told me that I was at university at the time. So they told me like, oh, don't you want to be financially independent from your parents? Like, don't you want to not depend on them financially? Like, don't you want to make money and like, show them how good you are and standing on your own feet? But I kept telling them I don't drink coffee. Like, I don't drink coffee. So because I don't drink coffee, like, how can I authentically stand behind a mission? And I also didn't like the fact that they were trying to press on the fact that I was a student, right? I was in a vulnerable position financially. And I just felt like there was a little bit of push on their end to kind of put me into something I don't want to do, right? So even then, you have to invest something of your own money to become a member. And then, they promise you all these money making opportunities. Like I said, it's not impossible if you truly believe in the product. You're naturally more extroverted, you don't mind getting out there and talking to people, but you always have this connotation behind your back that you're just here to sell people. And when people can sense that intention, they will naturally feel like the resistance is going to come up to them. So that's my take on that. I'd like you, all of you, to make money from the things that you love, or at least hone a skill that you enjoy doing that is actually a money making skill. So that would be my number one advice, is to develop a skill that is needed and wanted in the marketplace that you can very easily monetize. For me, I personally honed the skill of becoming a marketer, and my very first business that I started offering a service is doing paid ads for my clients who didn't know how to do those things. They didn't know how to operate, the advertising platform on Facebook, and they just wanted to reach the right audience without wasting money. So when I learned that skill, that immediately became a skill that was very sought after. Like people really wanted to have someone do that for them, and they just wanted to get clients flowing to their ways. So for me, that skill was obviously a learning curve, and I invested money to learn the skill. But once I learned the skill, it was very easy for me to monetize my skill. And from then on, learning more about marketing and then really diving into writing, sales, marketing messages. So that was my next step. But I did have a core skill that I was able to monetize and that I really, really enjoy. Now, you could argue, so what is my deep passion that is the kind of like the groundwork of what I do? And I think it's truly to help to understand people and to help navigating entrepreneurship behind the scenes. Like, even though surface level skills, I provide services for my clients, but deeper level skills, I help them manage their emotional states. I help them manage and come through or go through, sometimes betrayals or sometimes launches, or, when you're launching a new product or service and it's not working out yet. So there's a lot of behind the scenes helping entrepreneurs and leaders manage themselves and getting a perspective on the things that they're doing and helping them with their mindset. A lot of the times, like, I find myself, a lot of mindset stuff that I do for my clients. Like, surface level, I provide services and I help them with consulting. Deeper level, I help them with their relationships in their businesses, their own mindset, helping them handle setbacks, helping them, giving them an overall direction of where to go. Like, that's a much deeper thing that I do, and I get to do it through this vehicle. Okay, so I hope that made sense. I really want you guys to ultimately find what is your one thing that you feel that's really where you want to go. And some of you guys already know. Some of you guys just need to shed the layers of your ego and be like, okay, I think this is what I want, but really deeply, that's not what I want. And the more you kind of try and test different things, the more you realize, okay, this is for me, this is not for me, this is for me, this is not for me. And I don't want you to stop pursuing your network marketing opportunities because of this video. I just want you to be mindful of, if money wasn't a problem or if money wasn't in the equation, what would you be doing? Maybe contemplate on this question, and then you will find your deeper desires faster than, being sucked into an opportunity to help make money for someone else. Okay. I hope that was helpful. If you're not already a member of the INFJ Entrepreneurs community, we'd love to have you there. We meet every month, once a month. And thank you so much for listening and watching this video. Until I see you guys next time, don't forget, drive over fear, progress over perfection. Bye, guys.